body, all lives are histories. After the life, it will be written. After the spiritual body, if you take birth, your life is not a history, it's a drama. You write a script and go and act. Two things. History means you live it and then somebody else writes it. Drama means you write it and come and enact. Do the whole show. So, you know consciously the whole drama. You know consciously it is just a drama. According to Ramayana, Valmiki has written the Ramayana before Rama's birth. Then Rama came and enacted the whole drama. The Tulsi says, how many of you know Hindi? You must read Tulsi. If you read Tulsi, only then you will understand the Rama Bhakti. Rama Bhakti and Krishna Bhakti is the thread of whole India. That's the core thread. That's a life thread of India. You will understand Rama Bhakti only when you read Tulsi. Even though there is no proof for Rama, for Krishna we have enough proof. Even the archaeology people have proved Krishna. Even though Rama is not proved, but even to read is a wonderful thing. All right.
Swamiji, anybody who comes, if they have their bliss, but their soul will be blessed, will it be this life or the next life?
They are in bliss means?
Like they will be liberated. So
Liberation can happen even in this life.
But from that point, can they be enlightened?
Enlightenment is only liberation. Liberation and enlightenment is one and the same. There is no two different things.
Are there any levels of enlightenment?
No, only one. There is no graduation, no.
Realization and
No. Fools who have not realized, they are telling all the words, technical terms, just to frighten the people. Keep people always in the confusion. Keep them in a very low self-esteem. These technical terms have been used by the lot of people. That's the problem. And people always make enlightenment as a difficult, complex thing. Why, just to have the superiority complex. The moment you see somebody is claiming something superior and making you feel that you cannot achieve that, be very clear that guy is a cheat. Because enlightenment is your very nature. You need just to reclaim it, that's all. Because you have not travelled in that zone for a long time, you have forgotten. See, you have come and settled in the States. You never spoke for last 30 years in Telugu. So you forgot Telugu. Suddenly if somebody speaks to you in Telugu, do you think you will not remember? You will remember. You will remember the whole language. So you have forgotten the language which you spoke at the age of before 7. The language of enlightenment. So I am trying to speak the same language to you. You will simply remember. That's all, nothing else. Before the 7, you are totally liberated. You were enlightened. And not as you are saying, no, I want all this stuff only, I have nothing to do and I want only needle and... No, the stuff is stuff which is given to you as a nature. This is the age to become enlightened. Actually the problem is, now many people think, I should have got all these things when I was young, when I was small, then life would have been big heaven. See, she thinks, no, I don't want all this stuff, let me. So when if you are given all this stuff in that age, you would have also told the same thing. There is every chance. Now let us work on the spiritual body. Why it is called spiritual body? Because after this you cannot come back. No more coming back. Of course, you can assume body, but not in a usual way. The trauma of birth and trauma of death will not be felt by you. You will never have the unconsciousness or the pain. of the birth.
Could you please explain to us what do you mean by crossing? All the stuff I've been hearing, and you said if you're stuck in some at some layer, then you slip. I don't understand any of it.
When you leave the body, you slip from layer to layer. For example, if you are caught in the layer of desire, means your consciousness is taken over by your desire. In the dream body, the moment you slip into the dream, you lose your consciousness. You are just moved by your thoughts. Your thoughts became like a boat and you are sitting in a boat and wherever boat goes, that's all. It's not under your control. And the tiger is chasing you. You want a tiger not to chase you, but you cannot do anything. You are just taken away, flooded by the thoughts. So it's not under your control. Means what? Your thoughts are taking you over. You are not under the awareness. I am just creating these dreams. That awareness is missing. So when you enter into the desire layer, you will be just taken over by desires. You will just run behind the desires without even having the awareness that I am creating desires, or that in logic that should I or should I not. You will be just taken over.
Even in that layer, you make a choice where you want to be born.
Yes, if you are in the conscious clarity, you can make a choice.
But if you're not?
You cannot do. Even if you are not, if you are not conscious, then you will be taken away by that layer.
You just get stuck in that.
Stuck in the layer.
Eternally.
You see, you stuck in the layer. What do you think? Oh, this Manhattan is the best place to live. You just take birth in Manhattan. Over. And you go through the continuous rut and die and see some other, next time when you die, see some other desire. To fulfill that, you go and fall there. It just continuously goes on without even you having the awareness.
But you're still born.
Born, you will take birth. You will take birth, but not as what you wanted.
Okay.
As desires wanted. And moreover, when you are born out of the flood of desires, the desires will just fulfill themselves in your life. You will not have the satisfaction that you are living them. You will just run behind them, but you will never have the fulfillment that you are enjoying them. Many guys, they work throughout the life and make house. By the time they relax and sit there, they are gone. Like that.
Swamiji, when we were doing this writing the guilt, I saw that in one lifetime, maybe when I was slipping through the layers, I was lost with that guilt. And then the same people from that lifetime are all around me. Mother, husband, daughter. So that is what means you're taken over by the desire and then you take over.
Yes. If you are taken over by the guilt, you come down and redo the whole life. Undo the whole life. Undo the whole pattern. It is simply foolishness.
The same patterns are repeating. Why
That is what?
seems to that cause?
Simply foolishness. Now understand, at least next time don't do the same mistake.
No,
That's all.
Programming is done.
If you're stuck in one of the first few layers, so there's no way you can.
No way. No way.
But like for people who are doing NSP.
Of course, the NSP is given to you so that you will remember me and you will not be stuck. That's all.
Even though
There is every chance you will not be stuck. When intensely it is inserted, you will never be stuck. That's why such an intense way in all the 7 layers I am trying to touch.
even though we think we fully did participate, like we always have a doubt.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just the very memory actually. Now you have choice. So remembering me is not a solid thing. That time you don't have any other choice. Your whole being is total. So naturally, one single snap of one single photograph of 4 color is enough to make you surrender the whole being. So you don't have to be afraid. Stephen, something? And I'm going to give you one or two more techniques, which is your regular life to make this 4-color memory more strong. It is not a technique which you will be practicing, but automatically you will be practicing a new name. Whenever you remember that name, you will be adding the memory to the 4-color.
Like for people who read
Mm. Of course, there is no need to have the fear that they will not have one more birth.
No, not
They will have one more birth.
No, not here.
So in that birth you will guide us again?
That is enough. No. There is no need to take one more birth. When they want to have birth, they will have conscious choice. When they do not want, there is no birth at all.
No, no, in this life now, can they be enlightened or?
For that they have to work. For that their individual work is necessary. You see, I cannot give enlightenment.
No, not you.
Ah.
If they want to, can they become?
Yes, verily. There is more choice than ordinary person. Because all these secrets are known. You see, these are the basic secrets in which the whole life moves on. So when the secrets are known, naturally it is very easy. It's very easy to go towards enlightenment. No?
So Swamiji, what in other words is that when a person gets enlightened or not during this lifetime, we
Yes, that is what. There is no need to bother about anything else. Because you see, in this life, if you have to get enlightenment means, you have to feel that other world is 4D and this is 2D. So for that you need to work too much. You need to work too much to make that as a 4D and this as a 2D, color. You need to shift the whole thing and you need to renounce a lot and such a big work. Naturally people are not able to do. But that time you don't have to renounce this because it is already taken away from you. This is taken away from you. This has no value. Then naturally you have no other choice. That memory is there, you fall on that memory. So I am trying to sort of make a shortcut to enlightenment where you don't have to be, you don't have to lose all these things. I am trying to give you the space where this is taken away. This has no more value. That time you can choose that. Naturally you will choose that. So I am trying to instill this energy in the space where you will not be asked to renounce, you will not be forced any laws or anything. Automatically your energy will follow. Even your mom is given a new name. What's her name?
Ma Ananda Sachita.
Ananda Sachita. All of you will have either Nitya or Ananda in your name. Nitya or Ananda in your name. The significance of the name is that is the meditation path in which you are expected to travel. Every individual has got a path. So your path is declared through the name. I meditate on every individual and choose the name, which never repeats. It never repeats. And every individual I meditate and choose the name, and that name is given to you. It's like a mantra. It's like a mantra. You don't even have to, of course, if you are interested, you are requested to use that name as much as possible. But it is all up to your social conditions and you are free. It's not that you are bound. But the name itself, many people feel so enchanted with that name, they just because it is given so aptly and so exactly their attitude.
Once you get to spiritual, you can really come down as, like you do, I guess. No? But what happened? What's the other? If you stayed up here, what do you do? Or what?
Surely you cannot go to Starbucks and have coffee. Actually, the problem is we don't understand that we can be without doing something. We can be without doing something. We always understand we will be joyful only when we do something. Being means you have to do something continuously. But there is a space where you don't do anything. Your time and space is totally different dimension, and you are eternally in bliss. Now you understand only this time, chronological time, past, present and future. So you can't be without doing something. But that is total eternity. You are alive, your being exists without doing anything. Very difficult to understand what I am speaking. Very difficult to understand. But you said that I have come down. Actually, I have come down just on a mission. That is the reason. In such a young age, I had the spiritual experience.
Will they be associating with each other?
No, there is no 2-3 persons there. Once you are liberated, only one energy.
Oh, okay, so everybody.
One energy, same energy. So it's not like they will have a hotline or a telephone connection, nothing like that. No. No telephone connection or hotline exists there. Same energy, same intelligence. So when you, that is the reason people see Baba in me, the Nanya Chakra meditation and all. People see Aurobindo in my body. People see the Shiva in my body. People see Krishna in my body. Means that same energy. Whomsoever becomes enlightened, they again have the hotline, connection with the same intelligence, same energy.
Is this cosmic energy is also like people say avatar?
Avatar, God, everything is cosmic energy only, nothing else.
Like if I decide like
Mm.
next life
Mm.
I want to recognize my
Yes.
own father, did he choose or?
That's the agreement between you both. And sometimes that life says, no, I am not ready to, then you have to choose somebody else.
Babaji, you mentioned this incident where after your enlightenment you happened to be at a place where this person was dying and you saw his soul slip through the layers. So your presence has helped him get to where?
He actually became enlightened.
Oh my God. Okay.
He became enlightened. He just slipped into the consciousness and he just exploded. I thought, no, actually I myself do not know what was happening at that time. Because I never thought that I am something superior or I am somewhere higher. I was always living in a very happy and normal, innocent life. Suddenly, when I scrutinized why this happened, only then in a flash it came as experience just because of my presence. Because of the presence. It's like you see a big lighthouse in the deep, dark forest. Then how that lighthouse naturally helps you. You go towards it. Naturally you go towards it and have the help. Just like that it happened to him.
Like a beacon.
Mm.
So you're going to be the beacon for us at that time.
Of course. Not this form, the energy.
Yeah.
Not this form. You see, the problem is whenever I say I mean my energy, but you understand as my form. That's the difficulty.
But does it mean that wherever you have the
Wherever I am, I may not be even with the body.
No, not with the body, but
You see one thing, you may die after me dying, there is no problem. The energy will do the work.
No, but
You may die after me dying 20 years or something. Even if you die after me, the NSP will not be wasted. Not only that, the program will not be wasted. You will be liberated. Because I am not only this 6 feet body, ma. You are habituated to see the 6 feet body. There starts the problem. That is the problem. That is the reason I don't even utter I. You can see again and again I will be telling Swami, Swami, Swami. Once I was sitting and speaking with a devotee like this. Swami, they say Swami also says the same thing. Swami also feels the same thing. Then that guy asked, which Swami, Swami? I asked, are you fool? I don't use the word I because if I say the word I, people feel that I am egoistically claiming. And I don't mean I also when I say I. See, for you all, when you say God, that is just a word. You don't know the meaning. But when you say I, you have a solid meaning. That who you are and all those things. In my case, when I say God, there is a meaning. But when I say I, it has no meaning. It's a hollow.